What's up everyone? Welcome back to the K-Design channel, where we learn UI/UX design using Figma. In the previous video, we covered how to use grids in a UI/UX design. In today's video, we're going to learn how to create a prototype and add smooth transitions to bring your designs to life. First, let's discuss what a prototype is. A prototype allows you to simulate how users will interact with your design. You can click through screens, see animations, and get a feel for how the final product will function. For example, we'll be running a prototype of the design here, which includes a splash screen, a login page, a registration page, and a home page. To start, just click the triangle icon, and it will automatically take you to the prototype view. On the splash screen, it only appears for a few seconds before directing you to the login page. On the login page, if you click the login button, you'll go to the home page, and if you click the register now button, you'll go to the registration page. Alright, let's connect all 4 frames to make one full prototype. First, we'll delete all the existing frame layers here. Start by creating a frame, and we'll use the iPhone 16 Pro frame type. Name this frame Splash Screen. Next, set up the grid for the frame as we did in the previous video. For this frame, we're just going to make a logo that consists of a shape and some text. We'll change the color of the logo like this. Then group the 2 layers and name them logo. To make it easier to color the components, we're going to create 3 rectangles with different colors outside of the frame. Alright, let's move on. Create a new frame and name it Login Page. Copy the grid settings from the splash screen to the login page. Now we'll add several components, using shapes and text. First, go to the text tool and create a text element named Login. Then, use the eyedropper tool, shortcut I, to match its color with one of the rectangles we made earlier. Use the font Poppins Bold at size 20. Next, go to the rectangle tool and create a shape like this. Set its color to white, and add a stroke. Copy the stroke color from the code here. And change the stroke thickness to 1.5. For a typical login page, we usually have fields for username and password. Let's create a text label that says email. Change the color using this color code. Set the font to Poppins Regular at size 10. And position it like this. Inside the shape, add the text your email at gmail.com. Use Poppins Medium at size 12. And set the color like this. Position the text like this. Alright, now group these components and name them email. Duplicate it below for the password field, but first, ungroup the components. Change the text label email to password. Since passwords are usually hidden, we'll replace the text with 6 ellipses using the ellipse tool. Set the color like this. And arrange them like this. On the right side, there's usually an eye icon. Go to the Figma plugin, type Iconify in the search bar, and click this one. In the search menu, type Eye Hide. Select this icon and drag it into the login frame. Adjust the size and position. And change its color to match the one we used before. Before grouping the components, duplicate the rectangle below, which will become the button. Now, group the components and name them password. Below the password field, add the text "Forgot password." Set the text color to this code. Position it here. Now, change the rectangle color to match this color code and remove the stroke. Add the text login inside the button. Use Poppins medium at size 12. And position it here. Group the components and name them BTN Login. Below the button, add the text "Don't have an account? Sign up." Set the color using this code in the font to Poppins Regular at size 12. In the same text, highlight the word "Sign up" and change its color to this one. Alright, we've completed the login page. Next, we'll create the registration page. Duplicate the login frame and rename it Register. Change the login text to Register. Duplicate the email component and place it here. Change email to name and your email at gmail.com to your name. Rename the group to username. Then, change the login button text to Register. And rename the layer to BTN Register. Change the text "Don't have an account" to "Already have an account." Login here. Highlight Login here and change its color to this one. Alright, the registration page is done. Now, let's create the home page. Duplicate the register frame and rename it Homepage. Delete all the layers inside the homepage frame. Since this is just the beginning, we'll design a simple homepage using rectangles like this. Now that we have all 4 frames, let's link them together into one prototype. Go to the Prototype menu. First, we'll link the splash screen to the login page. Click on the splash screen frame, then click the plus icon and drag it to the login frame. A settings panel will appear. We'll make the splash screen appear for a few seconds only. Follow these steps, set the trigger to after delay, set the delay to 1000 milliseconds, and choose Smart Animate for the animation. Let's run the prototype. As expected, the splash screen only appears for a few seconds before moving to the login page. Next, we'll link the login page to both the home page and the registration page. Unlike before, we'll link individual components to different frames. First, let's make the login button navigate to the home page. Click the login button, click the plus icon, and drag it to the home page. In the settings, make sure the trigger is set to untap, and the animation is dissolve. Let's preview it. Now, when the login button is clicked, it goes to the home page. Now, we'll link the text to the registration page. Link the register button back to the login page. And we'll make one of the rectangles on the home page navigate back to the login page. Let's run through it from the start to check if all the buttons are working correctly. The splash screen appears for a few seconds, the login button navigates to the home page, clicking this component takes us back to the login page, and clicking Sign In takes us to the registration page. Clicking the Register button brings us back to the login page. That's how to create a simple prototype in Figma. We've only linked a few frames, but imagine how many lines there would be in a full app design. That's why, in future videos, we'll explore faster and more efficient ways to prototype. That's it for today's tutorial. Thanks for watching. I hope you found this Figma prototype tutorial helpful. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you don't miss out on future design lessons. See you in the next video.